265 Ukrainian fighters were evacuated, put on 7 buses, and taken into Russian-controlled territories. 51 were seriously injured and taken to hospitals in eastern Ukraine controlled by Russian armed forces. This is according to Russian officials. The Russian officials say that they will be treated humanely and in accordance with international standards. Here in Kharkiv, the Russian armed forces have been pushed out of this city, outside of artillery range. So today I was in the northeastern parts of this city inspecting some of the damage, and it is massive. This city has been utterly shelled, but the people here, the people who remained, resiliency and the perseverance they have is incredible. I was at a coffee shop. It was as if it was in the middle of Berlin or something. Just no kind of fear about the damage all around them. At the same time, the villages to the northeast of here are still being shelled. I heard shelling all throughout the day, even as Russian armed forces have been pushed back. Some Ukrainian troops have even reached the state border with Russia. And so as the battle continues here, it is now focusing on the east. Phase 1 of the war with the battle for Kyiv has been won by the Ukrainian armed forces. Phase 2 with Kharkiv, won by the Ukrainian armed forces. They are now focusing on the east in the Donbass region.
Russian lawmakers are considering rejecting Ukraine's call for a prisoner exchange with the evacuated Azovstal fighters, and negotiators say peace talks between the two countries are at a standstill. Russian President Vladimir Putin, meanwhile, has addressed Western sanctions, saying it is impossible now for some European countries to ditch Russian oil. Julia Chapman has more from Moscow.
Both Russia and Ukraine have confirmed that peace negotiations are no longer taking place. Moscow says Kyiv has withdrawn from the process, while Ukrainian officials accuse Russia of using the talks exclusively for propaganda purposes. Meanwhile, President Vladimir Putin has held a meeting on energy policy. He said certain European countries won't be able to live without Russian oil for some time, and described the energy policy of some countries as economic suicide. President Putin also said that Russia's oil and gas revenues are rising thanks to high energy prices. He added that because of sanctions, the old way of doing business is no longer tenable. Julia Chapman, CGTN, Moscow.